Sorry, what did you say?
I said I've been sat here waiting hours for you.
No, repeat that. What did you say just before the camera came on?
I said I've been sat here waiting hours for you, and you didn't frigging turn up. This is unprofessional.
Oh, you're such a liar. I've got it recorded off camera anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I've got it on phone call anyway. So
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's a Sunday, and somebody slept in. So all this motivational talk, David.
Yes, you did, Zach, and I think it's just terrible. You hypocrite.
David, all this motivational fucking talk, and you let me down. Okay, I've been waiting here an hour for your ass. Huh?
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't regret it at all.
I know you fucking don't.
I'm not sorry.
I can see that smile. I can see that smile on your face. Somebody's got the cream this morning. The cat what got the cream.
No, I didn't. Someone just had a bit of sleep for a change.
How is your sleep anyway?
It's not too bad. I wake up a lot for peas because of the kidneys.
Yeah.
So I don't think average night it's probably 2 hour blocks. So I sleep 2 hours, get a pee, sleep 2 hours, get a pee.
Yeah, same
On a good night, I'll get 3, and then wake. But actually, last night, I don't know why, I just out like a light.
I think sometimes, you know what, when you've been working all week, David, and basically, mentally, sometimes you fucking need it, don't you?
I'm mentally fucked anyway, yeah. I mean, that's not that.
We're both fucking mentally fucked, but you know what, eh?
You're far worse than me. Don't be trying to come into my.
Oh, listen. That's what I was gonna say to you.
I'm here on the head, folks. You're off the scale.
Yeah, but the thing is, when people talk about like sleep with bodybuilding, saying sleep is so fucking important, sleep is necessary, sleep everything. But you know what? I've never been a heavy sleeper.
I used to be. I did. Yeah, I used to be. I used to be able to sleep anywhere at any time.
No, but don't get me wrong. Like now, what I try to do is, I try to fucking stim myself up throughout the day, so I don't have naps in the day. So that way, when I do go to bed, I'm fucking sleeping in bed. Because before, what I used to do was, I used to come back from work, have a nap in early afternoon before gym, and then go to gym, have a fucking another nap, and by the time it's fucking 10, 11 o'clock, I don't want to sleep. Do you know what I mean? So it used to fuck my routine up. It used to fuck you up. So now what I do is I get up early and I fucking drink coffee throughout the day until at least 6 o'clock, pal. And then that way, after 6 o'clock, I'll cook me water out of it, between 6 and 9. And
Is
then
that like a damn cat napping all day?
Yeah, I was before, but now I don't. So that's why I've learned I need to drink coffee, because if I don't, I'll just fall asleep.
I had to fly over to the lab last night, which was a bit of a ball ache. So I think that's probably what finished me off yesterday.
Well, that's what happens when you've got you haven't got the fucking right stuff.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was a bit busier than we expected. And then when I looked what we had on today as well, it was like, yeah, right, okay, lab's going to get a big drop on Tuesday. If we get half of it over to tonight, they can get a jump on it. It helps them, but it helps me as well, because it means I'm not getting 100 reports coming all in at once.
Yeah, exactly. You can spread it out a bit, can't you? Because
it's.
But the problem is, you're fast with your turnover in your reports anyway. I find it funny when my mate goes, "Oh, I sent Dave my bloods on Saturday, but when do you think I'll have them?" I go, "You do know it's fucking Monday today."
Yeah, I know people. I mean, we quote a 4 to 5 day turnaround. It's normally 3-ish.
Well, you're quick, mate. You're fucking quick.
If it lands right, then sometimes it can literally be 24 hours. It's just how it lands. We're hitting the lab and getting back to me in schedules and stuff. Because very often the lab reports will come in to me late at night. So I obviously pick them up the next morning. But every now and again, I'll still be working when they come in, so I can do them straight away. But yeah, I mean, it's August was dead. August was horrible month. I mean, I quite enjoyed it because it was quiet.
Did you go? Did you go anywhere yesterday? Any gyms or anything like that?
So we were. Where were we yesterday? Fucking hell. We were Northern Ireland. We had a clinic. Hebburn, Newcastle. We had a clinic.
Oh, really?
Monster Redcar. We had a clinic. And then I think Norfolk did quite a few. We had a clinic at Muscle Hut in Essex. Was it Muscle Hut? Yeah, Muscle Hut in Essex. And then today we've got S20 in Sheffield.
Okay. And what time are you at S20 from?
10 till 12. It's a short one, is S20 now, because it's just not been busy for months, so we've just cut the times down a bit.
Are you going down?
No, I've got to go down to Oxford. I've got a meeting down there tomorrow.
Oh, have you? Is that work related?
Yeah, that's work related. And then I think we got Evolution Rochdale's running today as well.
Oh, is it? And where are you next weekend? Saturday and Sunday?
Don't know.
Well, find out. I'll put it on the.
Yes, I do. So we have Crayford Weights and Fitness on Saturday.
Yeah.
At Dartford. Crayford really, but Dartford's the nearest big town. And then we have Rip Gym in Basildon on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think we might be at Pro Gym in Bodmin as well.
Okay.
What
I'll do is I'll put it on bottom of the podcast in the description. So
okay.
If you guys need to know where Dave is and his crew is next week, you can just see on the description below. I will post out the dates there, and then you can get it fucking checked.
Oh, I'll tell you where we are as well. We're at Glasgow. We've just started in Glasgow again.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Yeah. I can't remember the gym.
Like my dad used to say, you go, me go, Glasgow. I go, okay,
oh,
Daddy.
God.
When we used to go to see our relatives, yeah, he used to say, you go, me go, let's go Glasgow. I would say, oh, for fuck's sake, Dad. You know what I mean?
Dads were great for shit jokes.
Oh, no, my dad was just like the, you know the movie East is East. I swear to God, Dave, I came back from school once then. There used to be a market on Monday, and we used to always think, what has my dad bought today for Monday market? So guess what you bought once then? You know, school dinner table, the one what was pink. You know, the school dinner table.
Yeah.
It look very nice. You can sit down next on your sofa, watch TV, and have your dinner now. You don't need to sit on big table. Oh, we had a rocking horse in the living room. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because my dad thought it was a good idea to sit on a rocking horse, for the kids. Keep them busy watching TV.
How old were you at this point?
I was only 12, I was still young.
Yeah, you're still a bit old for a rocking horse.
No. I used to watch the horse races and think I was one.
That was unusual. Oh, God, I've just got this vision now. The problem is, the vision I've got is you now on a rocking horse, racing horses.
You don't need a fucking vision. I'll buy a fucking rocking horse and do that, you know what I mean? That'll be my cardio. That's a fucking good cardio machine, isn't it, rocking horse? Forget about the elliptical and fucking treadmill and the stepmaster. Fucking get a rocking horse. More fucking fun.
God.
You know what I mean?
God.
See, this is.
I wish I'd stayed in bed now.
Yeah, this is why you love me, Dave. You know what I mean? I'm fucked in the head just like you. You know what I mean?
Ov's a bit strong.
All right, Ov then. Take off the L. O-V-E. O-V-E.
I think you're all right, I suppose.
Yeah, not too bad. Listen, Dave.
All right, go on.
Since we're on the topic of fucking sleeping, and it's fucking necessary, people think it's necessary.
Well, it is necessary. I mean, we die without it. It's quite,
No, but what I'm saying is, how does a guy like me live without 8 hours sleep and still able to grow and do everything I did? And even you, let's be honest.
I think a lot of there's two factors here. I mean, let's being sort of semi-serious for 5 minutes,
yeah,
which is going to be difficult on this show.
Definitely. Go on.
I think there's two factors here. There's quality of sleep versus time in bed, and I think that's a big difference.
Exactly.
If you're getting into a fairly deep sleep fairly quickly, then you are obviously gonna get away with less time in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember GHB and how popular that was way back in the day.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I mean, that stuff used to. I mean, I know it got into the date rape shit and everything else, but originally bodybuilders used to use GHB because it induced sleep and growth hormone release. And you were deep sleep, boom, like that. You were out. I mean, obviously it knocks you out, but you were, and you felt refreshed for it. I mean, as I've got older, the sleep quality has definitely deteriorated because of having to get up and need a pee, those sort of things. In my younger days, I was quite a heavy sleeper, but I think there's a lot of it isn't just necessary sleep. A lot of it depends on how much stress, and particularly mental stress, you carry. If you're a fairly relaxed person, chances are you can probably get away with less sleep because you're not getting hyper-stressed in the first place. Little periods of meditation I found to be super, super useful. And I'm not talking about rolling a mat out, crossing your legs and going, hum. You know what I mean? But just 5-10 minutes of quietness where you just shut the world off and just relax. And I found that golden for sort of helping with recovery, but also mental recovery as well. And the other thing that I think is a big problem around sleep is we go to sleep carrying a lot of the day's thoughts, and then we end up laid in bed going, oh, I didn't do this, oh, I need to do that, oh, yeah, what about that, oh, what's going to happen with that? So what I started doing was carrying a notebook. And then when all these things pop into my head just before I'm going to sleep, I write them down. And I've got into this habit now that once they're written down, they go out of my head because I don't need to think about them because I've got it recorded. And it seems a real simple thing, but it actually helped me massively because I used to go to bed and be like, right, I haven't done that. Oh, shit, I need to do that. Oh, yeah. And then I'm trying to remember that. And my memory's terrible anyway, so because I forgot I had to get up this morning.
I think a lot of people, the problem they have is their mind starts wandering before they go to bed, and all these thoughts come, and they're thinking, oh my God, I got to get this done, got to get done, instead of thinking, I'm going to bed and I'm going to sleep.
It's the end of the day, yeah. It needs to be left till tomorrow.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to bed and using that first hour to think about everything, what's gone on throughout the day. And I don't think, and that's the thing, I don't think that,
These are terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible.
That's why my phone after 9:30 goes on silent mode.
Yeah, mine doesn't. Mine goes on at 9 o'clock, and that's it. And I tend not to. But
I'm in bed by 10. Simple.
But yeah, we overthink and we start. What I say, for me, if I can transfer that to a written note, then I don't need to think about. I can just let it go because it's done, and then I can focus on the thought of relaxing and going to sleep. But even that, I mean, you get to the point, especially if you are struggling with sleep, where you get that wound up that you're not gonna sleep. You start to self-perpetuate the fact that you're not going to sleep. And I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do: baths, no stimulation, reading a book, just things to sort of slow you down a little bit instead of getting into bed at 100 mile an hour because you've had a 100 mile an hour day.
Yeah. What I've learned also is before I go to bed, get the right curtains for your bedroom to blank out the light.
I think darkness does help massively. Yeah. I agree.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to invest in some blinds, the proper built-in blinds to the windows, so then you can close them. Like you go to a hotel and you can just turn. And it's blacked out even throughout the day. You have to get, and another thing what's important also is what I learned is the temperature in the bedroom. If it's too fucking hot, you're not gonna fucking sleep. If it's too fucking cold, you're not gonna sleep. So make sure in the summer you've got the light duvet, and in the winter you've got that heavier one. You know what I mean? So use the right, stuff to sleep. You need to get that temperature right.
But it's
And
got to be right for you as well. I mean, prime example is I have a fan on me year round.
yeah,
In winter, I still got the fan on, and the wife's got I do 2 quilts and a bloody blanket over her, and
yeah.
it's
It's hard when you
unfortunately.
got two. Yeah, it's hard when you got both.
The other thing is a bed that's too small,
Yeah,
particularly if you're sleeping with somebody. And I know these are lots of factors, but things like that, massive difference. I know when we go to certain hotels, if they're just a standard double, we're not. I know we're not sleeping that night.
yeah. Exactly, and I think a lot of people don't realize the importance of good mattress, a good bed. That is a fucking investment. Buy yourself the right bed, super king size. If there's two of you, get the biggest fucking bed possible, so you're not bumping into each other at night time. If that's the case, you're sleeping with someone. These are the factors. Make sure it's blacked out. There is no fucking lights flashing in your room. These are things what are gonna distract you. When you go to your bedroom, it should just be for sleeping. There should be no TV on in your bedroom. There should be no mobile phone on in your bedroom. You just go there to fucking sleep. So even then, if you're having 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep, you're getting quality.
Even the charging light on your phone and things like that can disrupt you. And going back to the mattress, typical tight Yorkshireman, I used to bulk at paying good money for a mattress, and it was like 300-400 quid's plenty for a mattress. I learned the hard way. They cost thousands, but you invest proper money in a good mattress, your body will thank you for it. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and Dave, same way, like that mattress is gonna help you recover from your training. You know what I mean? Also, so if you haven't got the right mattress, you're not gonna recover from your workout. You're gonna wake up with aches and pains still because you haven't got the right mattress for you, what fits into your body type. You're gonna have a shitty mattress what's gonna be poking you all over, and you're gonna be like, fucking hell. I'm not recovering quick enough. There are many factors. You know what I mean? Gear can only do so much. Food can only do so much. Do you know?
Well, you grow. I mean, this is the thing that I think people sometimes forget. Excuse me, I'm snotty as hell. You cause growth in the gym.
Yeah.
You speed growth up with drugs.
Yeah.
You recover by providing the nutrient, which is your diet.
Exactly.
But you grow when you're resting. And that's the point when you are repairing and recovering from a point of view of actually physically growing, which is why babies sleep so much, because they're growing so much.
Yeah.
So, the quality of sleep can have a huge impact. The stress, by far, is the biggest killer of progress, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Physical or mental stress, because you're not relaxed, you're not recovering, and therefore you're not growing. So and I think, this sleep thing moves into sort of mental health, really. I think as a discipline, sport, community group, whatever you want to call it, I think there's a certain irony within the fitness community because, I think mental health across the board has gone down the toilet in the last definitely the last 10 years. But I think this health and fitness community has an irony in that they're so focused on physical appearance and performance and health and fitness. And they completely forget the mental aspect. And a lot of people struggle and are struggling. And this is not to say that there should be accommodation for that. I think really you actually should take personal responsibility for that. It's not everybody else's fault. It's not the world's fault. It's your fault that you've neglected that aspect of your life. We get so focused on the physical, we forget to care for the mental. And a lot of it is very simple stuff around being uncomfortable about the way you look, having a form, and I won't say body dysmorphia because that's actually a very severe and impacting mental illness, but being uncomfortable about your appearance, the impact that social media has on you and how you judge yourself. Most of us are driven in the gym because we're not happy with where we are or what we see. That can very quickly become self-defeating because you become too negatively focused on my arms are shit, my legs are shit, or whatever. so therefore I'm shit. Rather than use it positively as inspiration to motivate you to go further, it can very quickly turn negative, and you're focusing then on what you aren't rather than what you are and what you can be.
Yeah.
And I say, I think as a community, I find mental health within sports and fitness to probably be one of the worst.
Yeah, well, you know what I've noticed as well, David, is that a lot of people like they look at like with bodybuilding, you always look at what's shit on your body, what's good on your body. So you're always 99.9% always hard on yourself, always negative on yourself, saying, "Oh yeah, I could do with better shoulders or better triceps, better legs or better calves, whatever." It's always something better. But what I always say to people is take pictures, take progress pictures. All my clients, I'll tell them to take pictures, and then I'll say to them when they're feeling like that day, I'll say, "Look at yourself 6 months ago. Compare it now. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've come, eh? And you should be fucking proud of yourself." But the problem, what I have also as well, is a lot of these coaches now, they've got zero experience, yeah, in mental health, and they're offering people mental health coaching.
It's always, the thing is, it's always generally the younger, and it's always the one that actually has loads of mental health problems, and it's like,
Yes.
there is an old saying: you cannot give from an empty cup. If you are in a good place yourself, and what a lot of this is, and I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers with this one, but fuck it, it's Sunday morning. A lot of people promote themselves as helping with mental health because of their experiences when they are severely broken themselves.
Exactly.
Because it takes them away from actually fixing themselves. They can then be preoccupied fixing everybody else, so they don't have to look at themselves. And fixing yourself is hard. I'm a great believer in honesty across the board, but never always been like that. I mean, I've been a bullshitter for a fair few years in my very younger days because I always felt that I wasn't enough. I always felt that I needed to be more for people to want to have an interest in me. And then I learned that myself is interesting enough. I just got to believe in myself and be myself. Exactly. It took me a long time to discover who I was. And what I found was, personally, and I'm not saying this works for everybody, as soon as I was honest, and this is the difference, being honest with who I was and where I was, being honest with things I'd done that wasn't particularly good, but not being judgmental about it. And that's, so if you're honest about, I mean, I'm fat, right? Now, you say that in front of some people, "Oh, that's awful, don't talk to yourself about." Why? Why is it awful? It's a description of what I am. I have too much body fat, so therefore I am fat. I don't take that as a negative. I don't take it as a positive. It's simply a description of how I appear. And I think this is the problem, is that a lot of people look at what they deem as look at themselves honestly, and then what they see is a load of negativity. I mean, I've done some shitty shit. I think we all have, you know what I mean? Particularly around relationships.
Yeah, but the problem is, Dave, in this day and age, if you was a woman, and women will say to women, "Oh no, you're fine. Be proud of who you are." You know what I mean? We come in all shapes and sizes. I'm sorry, but you didn't come out of the wound 20 stone.
No, and I mean, we know that level of body fat is negative to health.
Yeah, it's not healthy. So why are we promoting unhealthy people?
But at the same time, it's a personal choice. And as long as you're accepting of the impact it has on your health, you're not then bitching that the world's dealt you a bad card because you're fat and you've now got diabetes or you've now got this, and you accept that you did it. Then I don't really have an issue with that. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be X, Y, Z. You can be what you want, but you also have to accept what comes with being what you want. I mean, I had a lot of hang-ups over shit I've done in the past. And I just sat down, it wasn't one day, it was over a period of months, to be fair. It was when I was in prison. But I just sat down and thought, you know what? You've done these things. Doesn't mean you are these things. And until you draw a line under this and say, right, yes, I've done that. I accept that was me. I accept the consequences of that. But I'm not going to continually punish myself for that, because that is that what's happening then is I'm creating an unhonest behavior because I'm constantly altering how I act because of what's gone on in the past. So I learn from that and I move forward, but I move forward with a clean slate.
Yeah, but the thing about it is also, if you learn to accept that, then you're gonna always use it as an excuse. So that's why I am like that. That's what the reason behind it. Why I'm like that. I haven't had a fair chance, and you're using every excuse under the book. Listen, if you're on a fucking budget, you can still fucking live a healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? If you can't,
There are factors that explain or give meaning to why you may think a certain way, you may look at a certain thing, but they aren't excuses.
Yeah.
You know, they don't make excuses. However bad your upbringing's been, or however bad you've made mistakes, you always have the choice to improve you.
Exactly.
And move forward in a better way. And no one is their past in their entirety. I mean, you know, you could have been the biggest twat on the planet, and if you then make the decision, you know what, I'm not going to behave like that anymore. It's going to take time because people will remember you for what you used to be, but eventually those memories will be old, and they'll remember the new person and how they act. But your bad upbringing, I mean, if it was a case of your bad upbringing causes all these problems, then why is it that people with bad upbringings go on to be very successful and be very genuinely good people? And why is it that people with good upbringings can turn out to be absolute assholes and absolute failures? So, you know, it's everything is your choices. Yes, these things can influence about how you think about things. They can have an impact on how you view things, but ultimately you decide what you do, and then as a result you to accept responsibility for those choices. And I think that's the bit that's missing, is there is no acceptability for choices.
The perfect example is, Dave, like, you know, when you say, oh, it's because of me upbringing. I have seen loads of time siblings from the same family. One is doing awesome in fucking school, one's doing awesome in life, and the other one's doing shit. He's the black sheep of the family. So it always goes on the person's mindset. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you can have a mindset of a victim, or you can have the mindset of, you know what, I gotta get shit done. This is my motivation. I don't want to be like my parents are. I don't want to be like so and so is, and use that as motivation. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we all do it. We can wake up to the same circumstances 2 days in a row, and one day we just get on with it, and other days we sit there feeling sorry for ourselves. And then I think everybody still has that. We all have days where we just feel sorry for ourselves.
So tell me something, and you said, like, you know you're a fat fucker, yeah? So tell me then, so what's stopping you from changing that now?
So the catalyst of change is quite simple. It's the effort perceived against the reward perceived.
So what's stopping it that then?
I don't perceive the effort as being worth the reward.
Why?
Because I like food and I'm hungry.
So if you like food and you're hungry, but don't you want to think to yourself, you know what? Now I'm at the point in my life where I want to enjoy my life. I won't mind having 5 more years extra in my life to do certain extra things there. Isn't that should be your motivation? Don't you think that's been a bit selfish to the loved ones around you?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely.
So get it fucking sorted then. Get on that telephone, fucking on Monday morning tomorrow. Get it fucking started. Yes?
All right, so if I lose weight, are you going to get a personality?
I'll try. But it's harder for me to get a personality. You can help me with that, can't you, though? You know what I mean?
I mean, the truth is, there's no excuses. The bottom line is...
See, you just said what you did about somebody else saying, oh, there are people out there will give our advice, but they won't take it for themselves.
No, it's not a case of
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Right, okay.
Everybody who listens to this podcast, didn't he just say that? And what is he doing now? Gotcha.
No, you haven't. Right.
I have.
Okay.
So Dave, so this is the thing now. You need to get back on that fucking telephone like you used to.
What if I don't want to?
It's not about want, it's about need.
But what if I don't want to?
Yeah, but it's the need. It's the need. Need is more important than want.
Yeah, I'm the first to admit my relationship with food is I wouldn't say it's unhealthy, but it is something I use as a sort of semi-stress management situation.
You should be in that point in your life now where you have like set meal plans. Wouldn't that be better for you?
Well, I sort of do. Where I go wrong is I'm really good up to about 7:00 at night.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then I finish work usually somewhere around 7. On a bad day 8, but usually around 7. I'll go back to the house, and then it's just a case of I'm grabbing rather than prepping. I'm grabbing.
Is it because that
It's laziness. It's laziness around food prep. That's what it is.
No, but if you pick the right foods to have in the house, then it shouldn't be a problem. Then, if you pick the wrong food.
Well, the problem is, that's not a problem. It's my lack of self-discipline when it comes to food. The situation is that obviously my wife and my daughter aren't dieting.
Yeah.
So the food in the house is to suit 3 different types. So it's my lack of self-discipline that's the issue when it comes to food. I can be very disciplined around work. I can be very disciplined around other factors. Yeah. But when it comes to food, and I think because I have been so disciplined around food for so long, that there's almost that's created almost a reaction to it in the sense of, I've done this for years, I don't want to do it anymore.
No, I get it. When you've been dieting for so long and then you want to get it out of your system and you're thinking...
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think people realise, because I was never known for condition, I don't think people realise that my diet was actually super clean. It was just I ate large amounts. It was rice, it was chicken, it was beef, it was greens, it was porridge. That was it. There was no shit, there was no junk. And that was that for years.
Yeah, and that's what you need to start doing again, like Monday to Friday, and think to yourself on weekends when you're out and we meet up, then you can do that.
But there is this big Asian gentleman that keeps convincing me to go to restaurants and eat shit as well. That doesn't help.
All right, that Asian gentleman he's on a Saturday, he wants you to let your hair down, whatever you got left of it. You know what I mean?
Every day Saturday.
I know. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. So that's why I want you. You're in a point in your life, man, where I know you want to start enjoying yourself, and what you do now is gonna help at the end.
Welcome to Dave's therapy session with Zach.
Yes, this is why we do this every Sunday now, because at the end of the day, we are both good at giving advice out, and we're not fucking good at taking it on.
Well, everybody, yeah. I mean, I have. You can give advice and give good advice, but not practice what you preach. There's definitely that scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you can give advice, but actually not know what you're doing because you're too broken yourself to be able to do that. Yeah. I mean, without doubt, I can't defend myself because there is no defense.
Yeah, exactly. You can't fucking defend yourself. There's no fucking defending yourself. You are a coach, so fucking coach yourself.
You start training your calves then.
I fucking will do. But... see, you're being nasty now.
Wait, good for the goose, good for the gander.
All right, be nasty. So listen, guys, you could talk on about this and on about this.
Yeah, we can beat Dave up all morning.
Yeah. But listen, should Dave start fucking practicing what he preaches? Yeah? We want to see Dave healthier, live longer, so I can see his moped face for fucking longer. You know what I mean?
Have you thought that maybe I'm tired and I don't want to live longer?
Yeah, no. That's you being selfish. We want to see you fucking around longer because
there's nothing wrong with being selfish. You've got to be a little bit you've got to be a little bit selfish in life.
Yeah, but in certain things. Not selfish in the way that you're affecting people around you.
There's a balance. I grant
Yeah,
that there is a balance.
yeah. So you know what I mean. So for that reason, guys, listen. Everybody who's on the same fucking journey, yeah, we need to start somewhere. We need to fucking start somewhere, and we need to, be take responsibility for shit. And I think, I think Dave next week when we have this conversation, he'll be saying that he's done a full week of cardio on his telephone.
I won't because I'm away all week, so that definitely won't be
Uh-oh.
happening. I can be better with diet, but I won't be doing my cardio.
You'll be fucking doing something, won't you?
Eating cakes.
Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
I pinky promise to eat cakes next week.
Oh, fuck off! All right, I'm gonna message Shannon and make sure that she's on the ball as well. You know what I mean? Fucking you'll be choking. You'll be choking on that fucking cake. You fucker.
What started this pick up Fat Dave this morning, by the way?
Because you were late.
Because I was late. All right, fair enough. I'll take that.
Yeah. So Sunday you were the most motivated person I know, and you were fucking late, and I couldn't believe it. I thought that's not like you. You know what I mean?
No, I told you. I ended up having a bit of a not a shitty day. Just ended up being a bit of a long day yesterday.
So what are you up to today then?
And so finish this bullshit.
Yeah.
Probably send you some abusive text messages.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of plan work to do for a client, and then I'm driving to Oxford.
Oh, you going today, are you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going down today. Got a meeting down there, and then I'm working down there till Friday.
Okay.
And then I've got to be in Port Talbot on Sunday. So rather than come all the way back, we're just going to spend an extra day and then go up to Port Talbot Sunday morning.
Are you going to the barge this?
Yeah. So I've got a couple of meetings down there Monday, Tuesday, and then I've got driving lessons.
What for?
The barge.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah, I remember you saying. You'll have to film that. Get Shan to film it. I want to see that. You fucking drive that fucker. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna move that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But then I say because we've got Port Talbot on Sunday, it's a bit pointless to drive all the way home to turn around and drive all the way back. So we just we'll stop down for an extra day and then go across to Port Talbot on Sunday.
Is it?
So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weird week because
everything's not in routine, is it? You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and I am very much a routine creature. You know, I do like my sort of set rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, I get up, I go across to the office, I work till X time, then I go back home, do my cardio, then I have my breakfast, then I come back to the office.
Oh, fuck off! You're gonna start doing your cardio.
Well, I have been, and then I stopped about a week ago. I have been doing it. I stopped about a week ago. I can't remember why I stopped. There was something that got in the way. Oh yeah, my arse was hurting.
What?
Saddle sore.
Yeah, no.
So I took a couple of days off to try and just ease it down a bit, and then never got back on.
You fucking hell! I don't want to fucking. I don't need that visual image in my head. You know what I mean?
You do. You can come and rub it with Sudocrem.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, baby's bum.
Oh, fuck's sake! I don't want to hear it. Dave, leave everybody with a positive message for this Sunday.
Ah, fucking hell. Positive message.
Come on, we want to see a nice positive message.
Oh, I'm just trying to think of something that's decent.
It doesn't need to be decent. Just say whatever comes into your head.
Zach's a prick. You say, well, came into my head.
Well, you're a fucker for that anyway. I know I'm a prick, but something else, what I don't.
We all have worth. And we all have the ability to change. The bottom line is that you will not change unless you perceive the reward of changing worth the effort you feel it's going to take to change. Sometimes you need to change for, like in this scenario, lose weight because of health. But sometimes you're pursuing a goal that actually just isn't right for you, and you need to step back, and it doesn't make you a lesser person. I mean, how many people I know, and I'll use training as an example, how many people I know that get into training because they want to look a certain way, but they just do not have either the genetics or the mental aptitude to do the work required to achieve the result that they want. And they spend year upon year complaining and moaning and being miserable because of a lack of progress. It's like, look, you don't have to become unhealthy. You can still be fit and healthy, but pick another goal, because you're just not, you're making yourself miserable because you're perceiving yourself as continually failing because you're not making progress in the goal that you've chosen. So use your energy productively. We can't all be singers. We can't all be artists. We can't all be super bodybuilders. And I think sometimes you need to step back and just go, right, is this for me? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Or am I doing this because of effectively social pressure?
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing to end it on, because you need to find your gift and work on that gift. We all got a gift in life, and that's all it is. Once you find that gift, you fuck that gift as hard as you can and get the most out of it.
I have done, and now you're telling me I've got to stop.
And what's that? What's your gift?
Eating pies.
No, that's not your gift.
I have a gift of eating pies.
Yeah, we want the healthy pies then. Okay, so we cut the unhealthy ones out. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing this anymore if you're going to pick on me every week.
So, all right, you pick on me, and I'll pick on you, and that's how it goes. We go back and forward. So, guys, on this Sunday Blessed, from me and Dave, peace out. Bye-bye.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.